Hello Taurus, welcome to your March 2024 reading. Okay, so as I'm looking at these cards, it did occur to me not to do this reading because there's a lot of really tough energy here on the table. However, I do think someone needs to hear this. I'm not a feel-good reader, as my description implies and actually states. And even if this doesn't, it's a very specific reading for a very specific person or group of people. So if this doesn't apply to you, don't force it to resonate. Just honestly, this month you might want to look at your moon or your stellium or your rising, and that might appeal to you more as far as resonating. But this is definitely for someone, and I do think that someone needs to hear it. Therefore, I am going to say what I need to say here. Okay, so we have the Great Work, which is in and of itself is a very good card. This is you being worked on, Taurus. You are the great work. So remember that. Regardless of what goes on this month, remember that. You also have here, as we start out the month, you have the Hierophant coming in sideways. That is Taurus energy, and it is coming in sideways. You may not be yourself. You may not feel like yourself. You may feel off kilter here a little bit. You do have the Ace of Wands in reverse, which is, this is the beginning of the month, by the way, and this is you coming into the month not feeling yourself, maybe not having that spark that you usually have. There may be something going on here because you have the Chariot, which is Cancer energy, coming in sideways too. That is a pretty heavy beginning of month. It's not awful. It is just non-Taurian. I've never seen, or I haven't seen, a Taurus reading like this in a very long time. So as the month wears on here, for whoever is reading this is, towards mid-month, you do have the Six of Swords in reverse, which amplifies the non-movement. The Chariot does not move forward when it's coming in sideways. The Chariot entertains the thought of moving forward, but can't for some reason. The Six of Swords further defines this coming in reverse. You do have the Six of Pentacles here, which basically, so if the Six of Pentacles was not in reverse, it would be you giving or receiving help. And it is in reverse. So you're either not giving help to someone that you know needs it, or you're not receiving the help that you need in your time of need. And that is the center of this whole reading. You do have the Hermit in reverse. This gives birth to you stepping out of sort of a contemplative state. It's Virgo energy. But more than that, it is you. This could be you stepping out of a contemplative state, like I said, or it could be you not being contemplative enough. Maybe you're not thinking here, Taurus. You do have towards the end of the month, you have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. You're not doing something here. We're going to clarify this, and I just may clarify this a little bit more than I have for any of the other signs. This is my second to last reading for the series of March, by the way. But you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That is, you not jumping timelines. Your fortune not changing. This is a reading filled with someone who is not moving forward. You do have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse again, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse is this is someone who, if it wasn't in reverse, someone who is not only fine on their own, but they're independent, and they're able to care for themselves, and they're fine by themselves, and you are not fine by yourself here, Taurus. And this gives birth to the Ten of Swords. I don't know if there's anyone out there that needs the Ten of Swords explained to them, but if it is a lot of pain. This could be someone in your environment, but this is a month of someone out there going through a lot. There's a lot of negativity here, and the only promising aspect here is the great work, which leads me to believe this time was necessary. You had to go through this for a reason. I'm just not sure what that reason is yet. Let's look at your warnings here, okay? In your warnings, you do have the moon, which means there are things you just don't know, the things that have yet to be illuminated to you. And as a warning card, I would say to seek out the information you may not know. This is Cancer energy, by the way. You do have the Five of Cups in reverse, which, you know, would normally be you being sad about a certain situation, right? But you're not. There's something you're not getting. You're not making the connection here with something, Taurus. There is something that escapes you here, and it here is the star. This is Aquarian energy, so this may very well have something to do with Aquarius, or you may have Aquarius highly aspected in your chart. And with the Pluto and Aquarius thing, and if you're unfamiliar with it, please Google Pluto and Aquarius 2024, and it'll give you the lowdown on what Aquarian placements might be going through. This might be a dark night of the soul for someone. This also might be for others something to do with an Aquarian. The Aquarius card is right side up. I don't feel like this Aquarius, if it indeed is one, is nefarious or bad in any way, but it seems to involve an Aquarius for those of you without Aquarius placements. Okay, so here in your blessings column, this came in sideways. You do have Leo coming in, the strength card coming in sideways. So you have the potential to be very strong through this, but there's a choice here. This came in sideways. It's choice that you have to make. You have to make a choice. You have the Hierophant in reverse here, and this is in the blessings column, and this means you have to step out of your usual way of thinking about something in order to get through this. You do have here the Queen of Cups in reverse, and all right, so when the Hierophant in reverse in a Taurian reading gives birth to the Queen of Cups in reverse, I'm thinking that you're trying to use logic here above emotion, and I don't think that's going to serve you in this situation, Taurus. You might want to, and believe me, I get that. I am a Taurus moon, I'm an Aquarian sun, and I get trying to use logic above all things. Most of the time, that does work. I don't think it's going to serve you well in this particular situation. So let's look at the start of the month for Taurus, please. Show me the start of the month for Taurus, Spirit, please. Show me the start of the month for Taurus. You have the Hanged Man in reverse. The Hanged Man is Piscean energy, but the Hanged Man in reverse, Spirit might be asking you to make some sort of sacrifice here that you're not making. For some of you, that is absolutely true. You will know what I'm talking about if this reading is for you. If none of this resonates, this is specifically for someone who needs it, and I'm very sorry. Show me mid-month, please. Show me mid-month. You do have the six. Yeah, you see, you have the Six of Wands in reverse, the opposite of victory. Show me the end of the month for Taurus, please. And you have the Five of Wands, which could be petty arguments. It could be competitive behavior. It just could be back and forth spats with someone. A lot of fire energy here on the table. Let's look past this reading here. See, Taurus, if you make the right decisions here, and you are the great work. So this month isn't a month from hell for no reason. This is part of a plan to have you level up spiritually or actually in some way. And if you do the work involved here, if you make the choice you're supposed to make, perhaps make the sacrifice you're being asked to make, You do have the Ten of Cups here, and the Ten of Cups is the ultimate happiness card. It's being emotionally fulfilled. You have the King of Cups in reverse here, and I do think you need to use your emotions here more than you are. You have the Three of Pentacles, which is helping someone, or someone helping you. Maybe somebody out there may need to ask for help. Maybe it's just not in your nature, Hierophant in reverse, to ask for help. Maybe it's not in your nature to help someone, a specific someone. Maybe your better judgment is telling you not to. I don't know. But you do have the Two of Cups here, so this might be a love interest. Honestly, this might be a love interest, past or present. You do have the Three of Cups here, potentially. The Three of Cups is celebrations. Celebratory energy, happy energy. Let's look at the bottom of this deck. At the bottom of this deck, you have the Queen of Wands. This is non-action from you. The Five of Pentacles. Either you or someone else is feeling destitute. Destitution doesn't have to be financial. It can be emotional. Somebody needs your help, or you need someone else's help this month. Whoever, and you have Temperance. Working with a higher power to temper the situation here, Taurus. You have the Ten of Pentacles right under that, which is, you have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles as possibilities here. When I look at the possibilities at the bottom of the deck, and I look at the great work, I see how it all comes together. This is a difficult time for someone out there. This period of time was meant to be. You were meant to go through it. You were meant to be. It's almost like a test. It's almost like a test, if that makes sense to anybody. I'm going to split the deck for Taurus, please. Good fortune could be yours here. And good fortune doesn't necessarily have to be money. Although you do have the Ten of Pentacles as a possibility. Good fortune is good fortune in all ways. So you have a lot of possibility here, Taurus. Probably more possibility than I have seen in a reading in a long time. So do make the right choice. And do let me know in the comments if this is your reading. For Taurus, March 2024. You have involvement with the law. So this might be you. It might be someone else. When I see a gavel, I see a judgment call. For some of you, you might be being asked to not be so judgmental. For others of you, there's somebody in your life that may have a problem, legal problem that they're asking for help with. This might be you. It doesn't have to be legal. It says involvement with the law, but if you look at this, it looks like a very cut and dry person handing down a sentence, handing down an opinion, handing down a judgment. Don't be so quick to judge if this is you, Taurus. I will split the deck one more time, only because, man, I feel for whoever's reading this is. I'm going to split the deck for Taurus, please. Strength. And this strength is in reverse. And in this deck, when a card is in reverse, it means you have what it takes already. You have what it takes already here to make this choice. It's going to take strength. This strength might be physical, but more than likely it is an emotional strength. It's an emotional strength. Emotional strength, Taurus, doesn't always mean to turn your heart off and think of things logically. You have strength, stability in this hour, endurance, stamina. I empower. You empower strength this month. You have what it takes to not only get through this, but you have the strength to get through this and level up. This might involve 3 people, including yourself. This might involve 3 other people. When I see the great work, I usually see Sometimes a mother and their children, sometimes 3 people in a family, sometimes 3 people involved in a situation. This might involve 3 people somehow. I really wish you all the best. I will see you during your weeklies or your money reading this month. We're doing a money reading, just like we did a Valentine's Day love reading last month. We're doing a money reading this month for St. Patrick's Day. Hope to see you there. Big hugs.